You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Sunny 93.3, thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. How you doing, Dan?
You guys are looking up and perky and sunshiny on a Tuesday morning.
You know, I always look forward to Tuesdays.
Because?
Well, we got Tuesdays with Charlie, and we get to see you.
Right.
And
I love Charlie.
And Heidi promised me ice cream. So, you know, I got a lot of good things to look forward to.
Only if you're good.
That is nice. John don't need much, man.
No, you know what? It really doesn't take much to make me happy.
Kind of low maintenance. And it's a big day. What are we celebrating today? Well, it's kind of two-pronged here. It happens to be Go Fishing Day.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
And ironically, it's also Sushi Day.
So once you're done fishing, you don't even need to cook it.
Yeah, I guess. And hey,
Are you a sushi fan, Dan?
you know, I've tried it. In all honesty, I have tried it once in my life.
Only once?
Just once, and it was take it or leave it. Didn't really care. I guess there's really good sushi.
That's what I've been
and
told.
Everything
I haven't
else.
found
I don't know.
it.
Well, we have a friend in Brandon, Dr. Tom Wolstein, Brandon Pharmacy, who is a huge fan of sushi, and he kept telling us that we need to try it, and we never had. Then when we were in Punta Cana for 80s in the Sand last year, all the different restaurants, it's all included. So you can eat as much as you want at all these restaurants, and it's all included in the price. So there was a couple that we met from Kentucky, super nice couple, and they're like, hey, you guys should join us for sushi. And I thought, well, now's the time to do it, because here's the thing.
If you don't like it, you can go somewhere else, and
Absolutely.
it didn't cost you
We'll
anything.
bid them adieu, and then we'll go eat some real food. So we went and had sushi with them, and I was not a big fan.
No.
It might have just been because it was in a different country, and maybe their sushi's not as
Mine might
good.
have been because I was extremely hungover, and I really don't recommend trying sushi.
Yeah.
No.
You're not feeling well.
I need Mexican food for that.
Bad idea. Really bad idea.
But after we were done with the sushi, we went and got some real food, and it was really good. And they cooked it and everything. So that was
It's a taste. People who are fans are huge fans.
Yeah,
I've
they
got
are.
friends who just absolutely adore this stuff. I can take it or leave it, I guess.
I'm going to have to try some. Dr. Tom, I'll take you up on that one of these days, I promise.
Oh, and a final note, because
stuff.
it is Fishing Day, and this is Sioux Falls. This just in.
Yeah.
Lake Lorraine is not really a lake.
It's not. What is it then?
But Pond Lorraine just didn't sound sexy enough.
I think it's a nice little body of water.
I love how he always tries to contradict me.
I know.
didn't
He does
say-
that to me,
He
too.
tries to smooth everything
He does that
over.
to me.
Everything I say, he tries to smooth it over
know. I'm
and
just
make it okay.
He
Trying
does
make
that to me,
that
too.
Those who have properties around Lake Lorraine don't get upset. At least not with me. His name is Dan.
He's like a frustrated.
name is
He's like a
Dan.
frustrated recess playground lady.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what he is.
Pretty
Yep.
much.
Don't you feel like
Yeah.
maybe he
Yeah.
is our recess
kinda feel like-
supervisor in
Yeah.
this
You
in
two
the
are the
studio?
kids on the playground that are always getting me in trouble.
John, yeah.
All right. I'm
said
sure we've got something else to get to. I don't know what it is, but
We'll see.
It's on the way. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. That's DAN.
And his address is.
Thanks for listening to Sunny.
Do you have a credit card? Is it the very best credit card? Many people get their credit card as a response to an offer that was mailed to you. These are typically not the best cards. Check the fine print for the fees and interest. We have a website that compares many different cards being offered so you can find the one that's the best fit for you. If you'd like to find a better credit card, we'd love to help at bettercreditcards.net. There's no obligation. Just click and compare to see if we can get you a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net.
Sunny 93.3. Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter
Little
Hey, Ranger Dan.
John.
Morning.
Hey, John.
Hi, Ranger Dan.
My little Radio Ranger buckaroos. I'm Ranger Dan, and I'm going to lay some critter knowledge on you.
All right, I'm ready.
We've been talking a little bit about critter myths this week, and you know what? Thought the same thing when I was just a lad growing up in the wild. Ostriches stick their heads in the sand.
Yeah, I remember seeing that on cartoons and stuff.
Yeah, yep. You know what? Nope.
They don't do that?
Nope. Well, kind of, sort of, and this may be where that started. They do lay their eggs in holes.
Okay.
And when they're tending to the eggs, it may
Oh, then
look
their heads are
like
in
it
there
may look-
getting to the eggs. Okay.
But, you know, obviously ostriches, and ostrich, of course, the largest bird on the planet, like any other bird, if it stuck its head in the sand for any amount of time, it would probably just die.
Oh,
And
I don't want that.
and suffocate. Ostriches also can run every bit as fast as a horse.
They can?
Yes, and the male ostrich can roar like a lion.
Are you serious?
Sure.
I want to get an ostrich now.
Don't you accept it will kill you.
Well,
Oh,
other
yeah,
than
they
that,
can kick really
Would
hard.
I need a permit
no,
for an ostrich?
they're murderers, John.
Are they really?
Every one of them.
Would I need a permit for an ostrich, or could I just have one in the backyard?
It's like this. Put one in your backyard.
Okay.
See what happens. There's ostrich.
See what
farm.
happens.
Yeah. Yeah, do that. What's going to
Worst
happen?
case scenario.
Ranger
You get a
Dan
permit.
always has the right answer. Just do whatever you want.
No, you guys live. You've only been in your new house. What, about a month or
Yeah,
so?
about-
Right, we don't know the
Neighbors don't know
we
us
don't know
that
the
well yet.
rules.
And I have visited a number of times, and I already can see the neighbors they're cutting a wide path around you all. So you do whatever you want back there.
And they're still trying to figure out who we are and why we have so many cars for so few people.
No, I think they have figured it out.
Yeah, that's so. Ostriches roar like a lion.
The male
Male does.
ostrich is
That is
capable of doing
interesting.
that. Yep.
I'm going to be Googling that to see if I can find a video,
Yep.
because now I want to see it.
Fast as a horse, tough, and just mean as rattlesnakes. So yeah, don't look them in the eye.
I will not look it in the eye, but I will look at a YouTube video. And if
I'm
I
ready
find
to-
one, I'll share it too.
I'm Ranger Dan. All you little radio rangers, just do what you do.
Ranger Dan's Critter Corner on
Good luck
Sunny
to ya.
93.3.
The inventor of Rip It Gloves has been a drywall guy for decades. He was trying to find gloves that worked for him and his crew, but nothing was quite right. So he went out and created some. Rip It Gloves fit firm in your hand and protect your hands, but still allow you to use a touchscreen. Professional athletes love the extra grip Rip It Gloves gives them. Painters, roofers, contractors, but also motorcycle and horseback riders. See why everyone loves Rip It Gloves at ripitgloves.com. Use promo code radio to save 25%. That's RIPIT gloves.com, promo code radio.
Sunny 93.3. Time now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris.
Wear out shoe leather. I pound on desks. I demand answers.
Yes, you do.
Sometimes I get them. Sometimes I'm just kind of beaten and thrown out back. It all depends on what's going on.
Take the good with the bad.
Boy, more reports. I've got a number of buddies who are golfers and whatnot. And man, the big thing this year is gnats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess is
They're horrible.
absolutely
gnats.
horrible. Well, here's some good news. I guess it was announced a few days back. City of Sioux Falls will begin spraying for stuff, mosquitoes,
Gnats.
bugs, targeted areas of Sioux Falls. Starting this week, as a matter of fact, zones 3 and 4, along with the remainder of zones 7, 13, 14, 16, and 17, scheduled for spraying between 8 at night in the early morning hours.
So they do late at night and early morning. Why is that?
They start at night, well, because...
There's not a bunch of people walking around breathing in those chemicals.
Oh.
and a lot more of those little buggers come out at night,
Yeah,
too.
and they're out flying
there you
around
go.
at night.
Spray efforts being conducted in response to increased numbers of mosquito populations. Well, it's all the moisture we got, of course.
Yeah.
And now
Oh, yeah.
that's one of the prices we're going to be paying for that.
Yeah.
The city will be using the product Perm X3030.
Hey, that'll kill bugs, you know that?
Interesting. I think, boy, what was it back in the 60s? DDT?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that it? Yeah, just bomb that stuff. That was awesome. We use that in warfare and everything else.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah,
I
wipe
don't
out
think
everything.
That's a good plan.
What?
No, it's not a good plan.
Well, you go with what works.
You ever have a bug zapper?
Me, no.
Like a bug light? You know what they are, though?
Absolutely
I've
do.
seen them. We never had
Have you
one
ever
in
had
our
one,
house.
Heidi?
They're pretty nasty. No.
When I was a kid, we had one of those. And
that does not surprise me.
oh, yeah, we had it at our cabin. And it was like a blue light, and then
Yeah.
you'd hear bzz, bzz,
Yeah.
like they all these little guys getting shocked. Here's the thing I never understood. Why wouldn't they notice their friend getting killed by the blue light
Well,
and
it's
say,
not like
maybe
they
I shouldn't
have.
fly
I mean,
towards
look,
it?
if you think about how tiny their little brains are, there's
I don't
probably not a whole lot of reaction time there.
I don't know. And then you get a June bug stuck on there zzz,
Yeah.
for like 2
Those
minutes.
things are just gross.
And that doesn't smell good.
So, there you go. If they're going to start this week, by the weekend, Sioux Falls should be bug-free.
Nice.
That'd be
That is
lovely, but I
fabulous.
don't think so.
The coyote problem rages on. Nobody addresses that.
Well, Dan, thank you very much for that update. I appreciate it a bunch.
Absolutely.
Again, Mr. Dan Farris right there. Coming your way in just a moment, we're going to be visiting with Jeff Harding from Crescent Real Estate Group. That is on the way on Sunny 93.3.
Join us for a fun week in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic for the 3rd annual 80s in the Sand. We've been there the last 2 years. In addition to making a bunch of awesome new friends, we had so much fun meeting 80s actors and musicians. 80s in the Sand takes over the entire resort, so you'll mingle with them at the pools and the restaurants too. We'd love to have you join us. See the amazing lineup featuring Sammy Hagar and many more at radiotravelgroup.com. Save $200 per person for first-time guests at radiotravelgroup.com.
Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour. Right now, our bonus is actually Jeff Harding with Crescent Real Estate Group. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Fantastic. Always nice to chat with you. You were telling me ahead of time, you guys just had another closing yesterday. That's awesome. I love it when you have closings. That means that you're helping people get out there and own a home. That's a cool thing, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been busy, and, it's the closings are the fun part of our business. I mean, it's great to, get an offer on a home, and it's great to help a client find the right home, and we make an offer sometimes when we have buyers, but it's that closing day where it all comes together, and you really see the end of the journey, so to speak.
And to me, that is the really cool thing. That's kind of where you get to become the homeowner. So it goes from somebody else's home to now it's your home. And that's kind of the American dream, really, isn't it?
It is. If you think about it, when you find the right home and you make an offer on it and they accept your offer, it's usually 30 to 45 days before your closing date. And there's a lot of anticipation that builds up in that time. As you and Heidi know, you start imagining what furniture you're going to put where and this whole mental ownership of this new place, and yet you can't go to it every day. So on closing day, that's the day you get the keys and you get to start making it all a reality.
And that's when the work begins too, though. So, sadly.
Well, you got to have friends who are willing to help you to move, buy a bunch of pizza and beer to get them lured over there to help you,
Well, you were telling me ahead of time about a young lady a really fun story about a young lady who's now a homeowner, and this is her first home through Crescent Real Estate Group.
Yes. She was a renter. She rented an apartment, and she's young, 23, 24 years old, single girl. And, you look at, she's been on the job for a year or two, and all these old wives' tales that we used to hear about how, to buy a home you need to have 20% down, or you have to have such great credit. The truth is, with average credit and with little to nothing down, you can get pre-approved for a mortgage and you end up getting a house bought. Now, for this young lady, she looked at what she was paying for rent, and it wasn't a fancy apartment, an average apartment, but what she was paying for rent was actually more than what her mortgage payment ended up being. And so this really was a good move for her. It's going to start building her credit up even more, but she gets to pay for a home that she owns rather than just paying to live somewhere,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people out there that are renting that could do better in a scenario where if they just did a little bit of research, sit down with the right person and discreetly get some questions answered for themselves about, is my credit good enough to get a mortgage? And what would my home payment be on an average price, $180,000, $190,000 house? And compare that to what they're paying in rent now. If it's something that's doable, I would encourage you to give us a call and see if it's something that would work for you.
And the nice thing is you don't need to wait for a first-time home buyers class and be one of the 5 or 10 people sitting in the room and kind of be afraid to ask questions. Sit down with Jeff, and he'll actually go through any questions you have one-on-one. And he's a super nice dude, so it's gonna be really easy for you to get the answers you need in a really comfortable environment.
Everybody who's looking to buy or sell a home, there's a journey in their life that's brought them to that point, and I'm sensitive to that. I mean, I work with clients that are going through a divorce or have just came out of a divorce, or they had some bad credit due to, medical payments or something like that. Everybody's got something that they're trying to figure out, will this work or won't it work? And when you're in a class with 20 other people about first-time home buyers classes, I mean, you might be afraid to answer, raise your hand and air your dirty laundry out in front of everybody. When I sit down with a client, it's one-on-one. It's absolutely free. And all we're doing is helping them get the information they need to discover, is this something that would work for me or won't it?
If they'd like to reach out and talk to you, what's the phone number to call, sir?
605-521-3000.
And the website, crescentcells.com. And then also, we want to make sure we talk about that Aerosmith Dream Concert giveaway that you guys are giving away as well. It's coming up here before you know it. It's in September, but you can register right now.
You absolutely can. You can go on our Facebook page at Crescent Real Estate Group. All of our new agents at Crescent Real Estate, they all have their own pages, and they have links to it. We've got a link at the Sunny page, and it's free.
Absolutely.
We're giving away 2 airline tickets to Vegas, a week at the Luxor, and a block down the street at the MGM. Your last night in Las Vegas, you'll be going to see Aerosmith up front. It's going to be a great concert. You know, it's probably one of the last opportunities to see Aerosmith. They aren't young pups anymore. They're getting up there, but they still put on a heck of a show.
They do indeed. And we're going to throw all the details on our Facebook page again this morning. Thank you so much, Jeff. It's nice to chat. We'll talk to you again on Thursday.
Yep. Thank you, John.
Jeff Harding with Crescent Real Estate Group. And again, if you'd like to register, you can do that on the Crescent Real Estate Group page or on our page, facebook.com/sunnyradio. Credit cards, they can be trouble. About 12 years ago, we did a debt snowball program and got rid of our credit cards. We were debt-free except for our house. It was awesome. But over the course of the next decade, our credit score went down. That sounds weird, but they need open accounts to give you a score. Our lower score made our insurance rates go up. We decided to get a credit card to help with that. We just pay it off every month. If you want a better credit card, check out bettercreditcards.net. They help you compare all the different cards to get the best one for you. That's bettercreditcards.net. Sunny 93.3, time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Celebrity.
Fabulous.
Who's dialed in more than me to the world of celebrities? Nobody.
Nobody.
No.
He's the stethoscope on the heartbeat of entertainment news.
That's it. Britney Spears back in the news. You know me, I'm a big Britney fan.
You are. I am as well.
Britney, she's ticked off at paparazzi. In fact, she's like launching what some other Hollywood reporters are calling unfounded conspiracy theory.
Oh, really?
Oh, she came out a week or so ago. She was on vacay with her new boyfriend, Sam.
Yeah.
What's his name? Starts with an A. I don't care.
Sam.
And posted photos of her. Like bikini, and she's going, hello, hey, Britney, who's now 37. She's going, that photo that from the paparazzi guy, it makes me look like I tacked on 40 pounds. Well, this is really me. And she shot a quickie video going, hello, this is me.
Right.
Not that picture. And so now she's saying that some of these paparazzi are like photoshopping.
Right.
Wow.
They're tacking on some baggage. And she's going, no.
Yeah.
No, you people are toxic. Don't be doing that.
Fake news is what
that's
that is.
awful.
Yeah. Well, that's what she's saying. But then the paparazzi involved are going, nope, not happening. That's not what's happening. So there's a little war on the shore there going on.
War on the shore. I love it.
Yep. And Britney, who is recently out of some kind of
rehab.
But yeah, she's had her share of problems. But, the fact of the matter is, she calls, we talk. Sometimes it's 3 a.m. I answer. What are you going to do?
You're just there.
You're there
to lend an ear.
Yeah, and I just go something like, yo, hey, Britt, talk to me.
You're a good man, Dan.
You're a good man. You're a giver.
Yeah, because sometimes she just needs somebody to listen.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the Britney update.
Yeah, I thought it was fascinating.
It was your best work all day when it comes to the celebrity beat.
I'm a giver, John.
Dan Farris with our entertainment news of the day. Thanks, Dan.
I'm a bonus.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris on Sunny 93.3.